Good morning. I do feel quite guilty. I feel quite decadent, actually, being over here in beautiful Cyprus. And as probably most of you have realized, my name is Greek. Foti is a Greek name. So my roots are from this island and my family's originally from this island. I was born in London, but this is definitely my where my DNA comes from. So I have been very lucky. The last few weeks I've based myself here. We have a family home, and I've been working for a couple of weeks from here. And then I have taken a few days off, and I've come to Paphos, where we have some amazing resorts in our portfolio. And today I am at the wonderful Almyra spa at the Almyra Hotel, which is a very big favorite with our clients. And we've been working with them for, I think, I don't know, probably 12 years now. And we've sent so many people here and people love it. Lots of single travelers come here. It's very safe and it's an amazing place to be. And we have a really, really great deal here because we have no single supplement. So that makes it even more attractive to come here. And if you are still looking to go away somewhere this year, Cyprus is so super safe. COVID levels are really low and it's very unlikely to go on the government quarantine list. So you'll be very unlikely to get a message on Friday that you need to be back into the UK by Saturday. So it is a great place to be. Before we start with the beautiful Anna here, which I'm going to talk about in a second.
Hello.
I'm going to just show you this, just a little bit of this gorgeous place. So you can see how lucky I am to be here and just how amazing it is. So this is, I'm kind of doing this blind, so I hope you can all see. This is the view from the spa, and the hotel itself is just in front of the sea, the beautiful Mediterranean Sea, which is so warm this year. It's like being in a bath. So these are amazing views, and here, if I can just tip this forward so you can see, is the adults only spa pool, and that's where most of our clients kind of hang out when they come here because it's really quiet. So our clients have access to that area, and you can hang out there during the day and relax. And yeah, I'm back now. I feel really, really blessed to be in this place right now and enjoy it for a few days. So, let's just make sure you can see us. Clearly, yeah. So let's start today's subject with the lovely Anna here, which is about the lymphatic system. So a few days ago, I met with Anna and we were talking about kind of therapies generally. We were kind of brainstorming, what are we going to do today's session on? And she mentioned the lymphatic system, and she told me, like, Anna's a trained physiotherapist. I don't know if you read the newsletter that was sent, but Anna has a lot of experience in physiotherapy, and she works. She's from Greece, and she worked with the national Greek swim polo team and the Olympic team as a physio. So she's highly experienced. But she had a specialism in the lymphatic system. And when we started to talk about the lymph, I saw her eyes light up. So I was like, okay, this is definitely got to be the subject. And then she went on to tell me that she had a specialism in this, and she studied under a specific professor in Greece who specialized in the lymphatic system. And I became quite fascinated by what she was telling me. So I really wanted to kind of share all of this with you, and we could learn about it, and also what we can do for ourselves to help with certain techniques at home, which Anna will show us later. So, oh yes, before I start, I just also want to say, if you ever do come here, make sure you ask for this lady for a treatment because it is incredible. So a few days ago, I also had an amazing treatment, and I felt like she got rid of lots of puffiness, and she used some great techniques. I went in for what I thought was going to be a massage, but it ended up being something much more diverse than just a massage. And I came out floating, and I felt like she took years off me, to be perfectly honest. And incredibly, she even flattened my stomach. And this is with me eating lots of food. So I don't know how that, or actually do know how that happened. It's to do with the lymph. But my stomach started to flatten. Oh, thank you, bless you, Julie. I actually feel amazing right now. It's amazing what a little bit of sunshine, sea, and some great treatments can do. So, Anna, welcome.
Nice to meet you. Welcome at the Cyprus. Welcome at the Almyra spa.
And I just want to ask you, Anna, what made you become a physiotherapist? Like, what drew you to that?
Thank you for the question. I became a physiotherapist because I like to work with people. I use my hands, my knowledge to help them release the physical pain, the emotional pain, and the mental pain, if it's possible. And I'm very happy when I realized the body answered to me so positive, so nice. And at the end, people said to me, Anna, thank you. I take a deep nap. Yeah. Oh, I feel much better.
Yeah. Anna's a proper healer. She told me that when she hears people actually walk towards her, she already makes a mental picture in her mind about what they need just from hearing their footsteps. I mean, I think that's a special gift that not many of us have, but that's great. So I didn't say much about my treatment, but I want you to share, like, what are the techniques you use within, if someone books a massage with you, for example, what kind of techniques do you use?
Always I want to hear what they want, what expectations they have from the treatment, from me, from the treatment actually, because treatment is me.
Yeah.
Then I check the body, the mobilization, if they have stress. If they want a deep pressure massage in specific area, and I realize, it's too much tension there, or a disorder, muscular disorder, I recommend them always, and I need permission of them, if I can use electrotherapy, physiotherapy tools, electrotherapy, ultrasound, laser, or silicone cupping is a Chinese medicine, or other times hot and cold, hot or cold packs on the body or specific areas. Most of the times they agree. So together we decide which is better, and we have a very, very good results at the end.
Yeah. And just to say, this is what she did with me. I went in thinking I was going to have a massage, and then she takes an ultrasound and worked on my neck area where I have lots of problems, and then put some cold compresses on my head because she felt like my head was congested, and then she used this cupping, this like kind of silicone cup, and moved it up and down my body and over my legs, and I started to, it was quite a strong sensation, but then I started to feel really itchy in places on my legs, like on my buttocks and certain areas of my legs, like my ankles. And I asked Anna about that. And tell me, what did you say about that?
For me, it was really the first sign her body accept the treatment really nice, and that itching feeling, it means for me, I stimulate her circulation system well, increase the speed of the blood, nice nutrition ingredients of the blood comes at a superficial layer of the muscles, and the body absorbs oxygen and needs oxygen. So for me, it was a path, continue with Stella, that nice treatment.
Yeah. So if you ever feel itching in a treatment in a specific point, it's because it's doing good. In other words, like a lot of circulation, and it's going to that area, and it's stimulating the nerves and the muscles, and it's where you need it. So if you ever feel that, because I was like, oh, what is all that itching? I wanted to scratch. It was great. It was great. So let's talk about our lymphatic system, Anna. What is our lymphatic system and what is its purpose in our body?
The lymphatic system is a large refinery of the body. It's 2 times bigger than the circulation system. It means we have 2 times more lymphatic vessels than the blood vessels. Physically, we feel it as double volume of lymphatic fluid than the blood.
And when you say a circulatory system, a refinery system, you mean it takes all the waste?
The waste.
And it circulates it through our body and expels it, right?
Actually, it's not a circulation.
Okay.
It's one-way direction,
Okay.
The lymph.
Yeah.
So it means the lymphatic system constitutes the human organism the most important defensive mechanism to against disease, germs, and bacteria. Very important. Very important. We have a very good, strong health immune system. We are beautiful. We are under good emotional conditions.
So that's when the lymphatic system helps our immunity. So if the lymphatic system is working efficiently, then our immunity is much higher.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the things we're going to talk about today, will help us, I guess, increase our immunity to ward us against bacteria, germs, viruses, dare I say it, COVID, but even flu. So if our lymphatic system is working efficiently, we can increase our defenses against this kind of thing. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
For us, it's very important. For all of us, it's important. Even if we are not specialists, we can show you later some movements, but keep a good, healthy immune system, good and high, depends from our lymphatic system.
Okay. And why does it slow down as we become more mature? Because our lymphatic system tends to slow down. I've heard this a lot. Also as we kind of go into middle age. I've heard a lot of people saying to me, the lymphatic system slows down, it needs boosting, all of this. Yes, stimulation. Yes. Why is that?
The lymphatic system is linked with all the other systems in our body. That means it also depends on the overall aging of the body and each system. Sometimes we have a lot of stress, slowly as we are mature. We have other medical and health problems, maybe heart problems, maybe arthritis, or rheumatoid
disorders.
Yes, injuries. So all these inflammations affect our lymphatic system. And how the body reacts in an inflammation straight away is a very nice mechanism, but the first sign we have is the fluid, water in our body, high temperature, redness. For me, it's important signs to understand that body, that person, me. I need a lymphatic drainage treatment.
Okay, so if you have water retention, if you're puffy,
yes,
if you have redness, if you feel hot all the time,
tired,
then these are big signs that your lymphatic system really needs to be stimulated and give. As Anna's very soft with her words. I love the way she speaks. It needs the care and attention and love, so it can be given that care so it can work more efficiently. I mean, there was a question there about weight loss, and does the lymphatic system, if it's slowing down, make you put on weight?
not weight like a fat tissue. This is something else. This is other. But of course, when we eat not so good or some foods poisoning our body, of course, the digestive system cannot work well.
Mm-hmm.
So straight away, I will said before, all the system linked each other.
Mm-hmm.
The stomach try, is a reaction, and we have like a symptom.
Bloating.
Not well.
Yeah.
Sometimes headache.
Yeah.
Not flexible joints. So, no, of course, with the lymphatic drainage technique, we cannot lose weight. What we can do to deliberate the toxins, to leave the body free, to breathe well.
Okay.
It's important.
Yeah.
But of course, no, as we deliberate the fluid, maybe the scale looks maximum 500 grammaria
grams.
less.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But it's not kilos.
Okay, so it's really more water retention and fluid retention rather than weight. I think if you feel like you're puffy, I mean, I was certainly puffy. I was puffy around my face, my belly. You know, if you have bloating around your belly, certainly at times of the month or generally, then it could be the lymphatic system needs a little push. To help you expel that, you know, and Anna, so I understand this correctly, the lymphatic system is it a fluid? How does it?
First is the lymphatic system. It's a big net, cover whole the area of the body. Okay?
Yeah.
Not exactly. Let's say the whole body areas. This is the system, but the system we realize it through the fluid. The lymphatic fluid.
Which sits on below the skin.
Is up below the skin.
Just below the skin.
It's below the skin, is middle of the skin and the muscular system. For this reason, we need to respect the lymphatic system. Okay?
Okay. So respect your lymphatic system. We will be showing techniques near the end. So Anna will show us some techniques which she says we should do very regularly to help with that. So we talked about, I mentioned just now, is how it's linked to the hormonal system with women in particular. Like, let's talk about that at certain times of the month.
Yes. Best time we have to have a treatment is in the middle of our cycle. Why? Because estrogen, very high, the skin, the collagen, it's blooming.
Yeah.
Blooming, but at the same time, the emotional world starts up and down, we want to cry, but we are very active. Mm-hmm. So it's good, we prepare our body in the middle of our cycle with a nice treatment from a good educated specialist. Then we have our period normally, and at the end, of course, we look younger, we look thinner, we look more beautiful, I can say, but with the holistic meaning, and we feel lighter, not because we lose weight, but because we don't have so many toxins. It's really important.
Okay.
I want to be fair between women and men.
Yeah.
Even the men, they have the same, but it's not so easy. We realize it, but we realize it, and they need it.
Yeah. So men need it as much as women,
of course,
but it's not as obvious for the
not
men.
so obvious. And
with the cycles, I think I think many of you probably recognize this in yourselves. Like mid-cycle, you become bloated, and that's when we need it more. Our estrogen shoots up if you have high estrogen anyway. There were some questions there about menopause, like what, and we talked about this earlier. After menopause, during menopause and after menopause, what happens then to the lymph system?
We can say, as we suggest always, exercising, stretching, yoga, meditation, plus we need the lymphatic drainage technique. Why? It helps us. It helps us a lot. Emotional, physical. We are flexible with our joints. We have a better emotional balance. And of course, the skin. We help the skin looks, I can say younger, but not like 25, but free, ελεύθερο, από toxines.
Clear from toxins.
Exactly.
We're doing some translation here.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry
okay.
about my English.
My Greek is nowhere as good as hers. So.
But what we want, when I say young, I want to give you exactly...
Revitalize.
Exactly.
Revitalize.
Ανανεωμένο.
Renewed and fresh.
Ναι. Απελευθερωμένο από toxins.
Free of toxins. So I think what Anna is saying, as we become old, as we go through the menopause, we need lymph drainage even more. We need to practice the techniques even more as we go through the menopause, and also the movement becomes even more important, as well as the lymph techniques. The lymph drainage techniques is the stretching, the yoga, the movement of the body to help stimulate all of that. And she'll show us some very easy movements near the end that can also help that along. We'll go through that. One thing I find really interesting, I have a question here. I am so excited by them. Yeah, I'm excited too, Tina. I've been so excited
you
about
are
this
welcome.
Because I've actually physically seen the difference.
Yeah.
It's incredible. One thing that I find really interesting, and it's something that I do myself, to be fair, is when we have tension in our bodies, we feel the need to have this like hard, really strong massage to free up those areas of tension, whereas the lymphatic drainage technique is very soft. It's like, it's gentle. It just kind of it's like a stroking technique, obviously done with certain directions and knowledge. But I've spoken to Anna about this too, because I found that quite fascinating. It's like, why do we feel the need to have this hardness, where actually what our body needs is much more of a gentle touch? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yes, of course. Very nice question. Thank you so much. Yes, we believe we have the need for a very deep, strong pressure massage. Yes, we respect what the guests they want, what they believe. We are the specialists. They trust our opinion. Even if we have a deep pressure massage, even if we need that deep pressure massage, but not exactly, always the lymphatic system with the lymph fluid is there. It's like a protecting barrier, let's say. How you can give a very deep pressure massage when you have swollen or water retention? As we said before, is a sign we have an inflammation. So when we have an inflammation, the first contraindication we have is not a deep pressure massage, but always the lymphatic liquid, the lymphatic fluid is there. First of all, protect our body from more aggressive movements, and from the other hand, give us the message as a therapist, no, the person needs a nice touch, therapeutic touch, but not a deep pressure massage. So we start with the other areas around, the back, the thighs. We give them the pressure they believe is for them the correct pressure. But at the end, slowly, we follow the technique we know it's good for them.
Yeah.
And believe me, from our experience, most of the people, if they have the time, they rebook, they accept that nice, gently or medium pressure techniques.
Yeah. Something you said to me earlier, it was really interesting. She said, if you have a headache, the last thing you want is for someone to come and hit you hard on the head, right? And it's kind of the same with our bodies, like on a muscular level or all of that. Like if we have an inflammation, actually the worst thing we need is someone like digging deep and maybe inflaming it even more. So it's just to have that softness and that more gentle approach. It's taken me a number of years to work that out, because I always wanted harder and harder and harder massages or harder pressure. And then I realized that actually while they were doing that, my body was tensing up even more. and so now I'm a big advocate of this kind of more gentle, soft touch to do that. And do you think there's like an emotional element to that as well? I think
We work in an holistic level. Of
Yeah.
course, we cannot separate the physical body, the physical body, musculars, bones, how we can separate it from the heart, how we can separate from the feelings we have, or from the feelings we cannot digest.
Yeah.
Everything is inside.
Yeah.
And as we said, we have two brains, one brain and another one in the stomach.
Yeah.
So the two brains communicate each other. Yes, maybe we are upset with ourselves, with our lives, and we want tension, strong movements. Again, yes, we can spend little time. At the end, we give them a nice, medium, gently light touch. This is the procedure, strong because they believe it's important and necessary for them. Slowly, slowly, we have the medium pressure, and at the end, we have the light touch, at least on the face and the third eye is really important.
It's really
And then they realize it. Oh, really, it was something special.
Yeah.
Nice.
We talked a little bit about men as well and how their need for that really strong touch. And Anna said, like, she maybe tricks of the trade. Don't tell anybody, by the way, guys. First, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, she'll spend time giving them that very strong message. And then slowly she will ease it up, because their brains already had the signal with like, oh, I'm comfortable here. So it is interesting. For me, it's also interesting to show us, like, it's almost, I always talk about this, guys. I know maybe a bit boring, but I always talk about the connection between the mental, the emotional, and the physical, that we're just, it's all very connected. So sometimes our need for this hardness is not good for our mental and our emotional health too. And just to ease it all up and make it softer, and to give ourselves some softness and self-care and self-love, so that we can kind of slowly release that tension ourselves. There was a question that just came in here. I'm just going to bring it up, just check some of these questions. Is it safe? We talked about the menopausal. Is it safe, recommended to do lymphatic drainage if you had lymph nodes removed?
If we have the permission of your doctor, and after your surgery or your treatment, we have 2 years under good η απόφαση του γιατρού.
Yeah, under good
health conditions.
Yeah, health conditions as according to your
Everything
doctor.
is under control.
Everything else, yeah.
Of course, yes.
You need 2 years.
But we need 2 years
2
to
years.
be safe.
Yeah, to be safe. If you've had your lymph nodes removed, then have 2 years. You should have had 2 years.
I am very careful.
Yeah.
I am very sensitive. I respect it. And really, I am very careful. I suggest many times maybe a foot massage, or many times I ask the people at home, you have a treatment? If they say yes, because we don't know,
Yeah.
it means why I create a negative feeling with that person.
Right. Right.
I give them a nice, not lymphatic, because it's contraindication if we don't have the permission of the doctor.
Okay.
Just I give them a nice effleurage. Effleurage, it means like a touch.
A nice, yeah.
Effleurage massage.
Yeah. Yeah.
But normally we avoid to give the technique before we have the permission of the doctor.
Okay. If you've had that. So anyway, get some permission from your
Better we are
doctor.
careful.
Yeah. 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 The other thing I was going to ask you about the it's gone. Anyway, I was going to ask you something about the oh yes, how often should we be doing the lymphatic drainage techniques?
The lymphatic drainage technique is like we clean up, like we are showering every day.
Okay.
Okay, but we don't want to disturb the body and the mechanism. The correct rhythm to repeat the treatment is every second day of the treatment.
Okay.
Is not because we have the treatment one day, we leave one day space, the body realize what happened,
Yeah.
react,
Yeah.
accept,
Yeah.
and then we repeat the treatment.
Okay. So every second day, we can be doing this at home.
At home,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
If we can do it at home and we don't need a specialist every day, we can do it self-drainage technique.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really important. So we can do it every day.
Oh, we can do that every day.
Of course.
Every day we
it's
can
like
do.
we clean up, brushing our floor,
Okay. Yeah.
brush our teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So-
good.
It's good. So Anna says, like you brush your teeth every day, you should be doing your lymphatic drainage every day.
Just a few minutes.
Yeah, to get rid of all that waste, all those toxins,
Yes.
and to move them. So that just physiologically,
Mm-hmm.
they move. Talk to us about. You talked to me about the ducts and the.
We have the most important lymphatic canals are below the clavicula, here,
Okay.
2 fingers. It's very easy.
Okay.
Even if you are not specialists, we have the big thoracic duct below the clavicula, right and left. So the most important area to deliberate is, as we know very well that days,
Yeah. Yeah.
concerning corona,
Yeah.
through the nose, through the mouth, the eyes. So the first lymphatic nodes we can map is here.
Okay.
So we work here, behind the ear, sides of the throat, is the clavicular bone exactly below.
Okay.
Just a pump.
Yeah.
And that's, can I show?
No, we'll do that in a minute.
Later.
Yeah, we'll do it in a minute.
Okay.
But then it moves, and then down here,
Excellent.
down here.
Here is the one. Can I stand up?
Yeah, sure.
The other we have is here, inguinal, γονική χώρα, or in the middle from the hip and the
Yeah, the side. This I don't know the medical word. Maybe we've got a
ducting.
medical doctor there. But
I show you carefully.
Yeah.
It's like we have our pant.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah, our panty
it's
line.
here.
Yeah,
It's pant line. Bravo.
Yeah.
Εδώ.
Yeah.
The hands, the little finger. Εδώ.
Yeah.
And we push.
So that's another area.
Exactly.
Okay.
And another one, 1, 2,
Yeah.
and 3 sides of the abdominals.
Okay.
On the sides of the belly button.
Yeah.
Just we push nicely.
And then so we push it there, and it goes. It gets expelled. The toxins get expelled through the kidneys, and then through our waste products, right? Through
Exactly.
our urine and
Yes.
through our bowel movements. And that's so we're actually moving it along so that it can come out of us
Yes.
through our
We
waste
deliberate.
products.
We deliberate.
Yeah.
We deliberate. It's,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I use that word, but it's so important to separate the lymphatic system and the mechanism,
And the mechanism.
because the lymphatic vessels, canals, incorporate together one by one.
Okay.
So we use the word drainage because actually
You're draining it out.
always upward.
Yeah.
We drain.
Yeah.
We drain. And we send them in the correct
Direction.
Yeah. Valves.
Yeah.
And then stimulate, of course, the abdominal area.
Yeah.
And the fluid found the way through the kidneys.
Yeah.
Comes out of our body with a normal way with willing system.
Yeah. There is a question here.
Yes.
Are there any specific areas to massage around the ankle and lower leg?
Ankle and lower leg. Yes, of course.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end, actually. We'll come back to that, Mandy. And then what is the K27 point? I have no idea. What's the K27 point?
Really, I don't know.
Oh, we don't know that. No, we don't know what the K27 point is. Sorry. Benig, thank you, groin. That was the word I was looking for. I'm so relaxed, I can't remember my words. Okay, I think it is time for Anna to give us some technique. So join in with her. She's going to go slowly. Yeah. She's going to stand up and show us from the top and then near the bottom. And then she's also brought a brush with her, just to show a little bit of brushing technique. You've probably heard about brushing techniques for the lymph, but you have to be really careful with the brush that you buy because it has to be natural fibers. So make sure if you have a brush, a body brush, that it is natural fibers. It's really important.
But we don't want, sometimes we can find the brass and the needles are from cactus.
Okay, from cactus.
It's good, but this is for other beauty treatments.
Okay.
We want, touch please this.
Yeah.
It's really natural.
It's quite natural.
But it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's
not
really
too
nice.
Hard.
Not too hard. Not too hard. I'm careful a little bit with a brush, brushing on the face. I use for my treatments, brushing for the tummy. Always we try to send the fluid into the belly button. To the belly button. Always we send the fluid there.
So Anna gave me an analogy earlier because, and it proves she's a Greek. She said, imagine that you have an olive in your belly button and the rest of your belly is a big bowl of salad, and you're trying to reach that olive. It really made me laugh because only a Greek could say that actually. So that you're brushing, you're trying to use the brush towards the olive. But I'm going to move out the way now so Anna can stand up and start showing, or sit down and show us the techniques from the. Let's start from the head, the face upwards.
Can I finish with the brushing?
Yeah.
I want to show.
Yeah.
So I show you the area of the tummy, the abdominals, when we want to brush our hands to the underarm area. Always we send the fluid to the underarm, from the chest to the underarm, both sides, of course. I don't want brushing on the sides of the throat. So we start like this. We made first of all the tummy, then we go to the arms. If we want to help the area of the thighs and the buttocks, it's good because for the lymphatic system, important is stretching. So always upward. We brush upward, we brush upward, we brush upward, behind and front. Behind and front. The question for the ankle and the leg, always we start from the areas they are closer to the lymphatic valves. It means upward, closer.
Yeah.
Here is the valve.
Yeah.
Upward, closer.
Yeah.
And then we start behind. It's not necessary we go up because we open already the road.
Okay.
So, upward, signal me. Upward and behind, and behind, and behind. And again, front and behind. The point with the leg is we try always, we bring the fluid from the outside of the hip. And when we take it From inside, again, we bring it up, as we said, here.
The groin, yes.
The groin.
Yeah.
It's important because here is the correct exit.
Yes,
You can say exit. For the small, nice feet, it's here, thank you. We can do pump. This pump. This pump is important. And again, up, up, up. Brush here well. Because sometimes we have swollen feet and ankles. Brush well, brush well, brush well. If you don't have a brush at home and you have that nice glove,
Yeah.
a loofah,
Yeah.
but not very hard, please, not very hard.
Yeah.
Again, upwards, upwards. Όπως φτιάχνεις το καλτσόν σου.
How you put your stockings on.
Bravo.
Yeah.
And don't afraid, the areas we have a lot of muscles,
Yeah.
pull and lift. We say it's a gentle technique,
Yeah.
but for the thighs
Yeah.
and the tummy,
Yeah.
we need that nice pressure.
Yeah.
We need it. Thank you. This is the brushing. You can find in England really very nice brushes.
Yeah.
So I would like to show you before we start to do everything with the lymph to stimulate our lymphatic system. Most important thing, please, is a nice way of breathing, correct way of breathing. I come on the side. I want to show you. I hope so it looks well. I do it like this. Hands on the lower part of the abdominals. Better is without shoes, for grounding is important. As you have your hands on the lower part of your abdominals, please follow the correct way of breathing. It means take a deep breath with your nose, throat, chest, and please send that air to the tummy. You see my tummy? It comes front. Now breathe out, exhale, press your tummy, and exhale with your mouth 3 times. As I said before, at the pant lane, how we call it before, here, and here we have very important lymph valves. As the lymph valves work well, it means open and close, deliberate the trapped toxins really well. So for the valves, the lymphatic valves, we need to send the air to the lower part of the tummy, the abdominals, and we help the valvides come open and then close, and then open and then close. 3 times, please, is enough. Don't take more than 3 because at the end, maybe you feel maybe a little bit busy. So 3 good inhales at the beginning and 3 at the end. So we made the good way of breathing. I hope so. I look my hands well. Self-drainage, or you can do it like a butterfly. Throat. Don't touch your throat, just I want to show you. Fingertips of your middle finger behind the ear. Behind the ear, we have a very nice pillow, a small gap there. Downwards, slow, very slow circles. Here, open your hands. You found your clavicula. Exactly there. Just a pump 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then, with your fingertips again, please, just a nice touch until the underarm area. We need to stimulate the valve under the underarm. It's very important. So, open your hands, and the fingers straight below. It's so nice. It's a position there for this technique. So just a pump, 1, 2, 3 is enough. The other hand, 1, 2, 3. Don't forget, please. The tummy, 1, 2, 3 of each side, 4, 5, 6. And here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, 3 good ways of breathings. This is the self-drainage technique. You can do it every day at home. It's good before you go for a sleep on your bed. Switch off your brain if it's possible. Take that nice 3 breaths, and I'm sure you have a really very good dreams. Thank you so much. Really.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. So we should do that at night or in the morning, or both?
Both.
Both.
For me, it's important at the morning because during of the evening, the liver, the kidneys, the heart try to clean up our body.
Okay. Okay.
It means that the morning we have the need to visit the toilet.
Yes.
If we have a glass of water, press a little bit our tummy, gently, because we are in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to sleep, I want to get up. Drink a water, do the movements, and then 3 good, nice breaths.
Yeah.
It's important. And you feel during of the day, you have really very good mood.
Yeah.
Of course, at the evening is really important again, because whole day absorb stress, tiredness,
yeah.
devices pollution,
Yeah,
how you call it in
pollution
England.
from our devices.
Bravo.
Yeah.
And many other things.
Yeah.
And we know very well at the evening, all our organs, they work very hard to clean up our body.
Yeah.
They need that boost. They need that stimulation.
Okay. It's interesting that she started with the breath, as she made a really big point with me earlier talking about the breath. We always come back down to the breath. It's the most important thing, that we have to get our body ready and open up here through our breath as well. So it's I always find it very interesting, and we always end up back with that breath. The breath is the most important thing. I have some questions here. Someone told us what K27 is. That's more meridians, Chinese meridians. Lymphatic drainage is Donna Eden energy. Okay, I'm going to look at that later. That looks really fascinating and interesting. Do you suggest drinking a lot of water while doing these exercises? Should you drink a lot of water when you're doing the exercise?
We need the water when we are exercising because we need the electrolytes.
Yeah, the electrolytes. Yeah.
But the water we receive with the water retention is 2 different things.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
We need the water when we are exercising because we need that electrolytes for the heart and the muscles.
Yeah.
We don't want the muscles react with pain.
Yeah.
This is the reason we need the water.
Right.
Of course, through the water, we can deliver much better trapped toxins.
Right.
But not too much because we believe, it's better. No.
Not too much water.
Αυτό είναι μύθος.
It's a myth. Too much water, she says, is how much water?
Depends. We have new research.
Yeah.
Because you are very active, you need 3 liters per day.
Okay.
Εγώ, I am very lazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I suffer from arthritis.
Right.
I need maybe 1 liter per 500 γραμμάρια.
500, yeah,
grams.
1.5 meters. But how do
Depends
you
on the
find
need.
that out?
Our body. Sometimes we drink a lot, and our tummy, we hear glug, 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 glug.
Yeah.
Other times we receive less water from our needs, and we have headache.
Right.
Headache is a sign.
You're dehydrated.
Exactly.
Okay.
We need to watch our body.
Yeah. So listen to your, anyway, the maybe 2-3 liters isn't for everybody. You need to check it yourselves and see what you feel best with. And the daily self-care. I'm just looking at some of these other eye puffiness. Now this is what I had. What do we do for the eye puffiness?
My lovely subject, because I know very well ladies, they buy very expensive products,
eye creams. Yeah.
Puffy eyes, for me, for our experience, for our knowledge, is not a good deliberation.
Yeah, movement of the, yeah.
Exactly, from the lymphatic fluid around the eyes. Very important is our glasses. The channel for the eyes and the puffy eyes is below the eyebrows and close to the nose. If we have very expensive gold glasses, but they trap the channel here, is one of the reasons we have
puffy eyes.
Puffy eyes. One of the reasons. Other, a very expensive cream. Always we use the cream for the eye care until the cheekbone here, no closer, because the skin here is so delicate and we have a liquid already to protect our eyes, so cannot absorb the product. And if cannot absorb the product, the skin, keep it on the superficial layer and we have puffiness.
Right.
I'm talking now for the side, for the area below.
Right.
If we have generally puffy eyes, nothing. Or dark circles, goes together sometimes. Yeah. Nothing. We have a cold compressor.
Cold compress.
Always cold, it helps a lot, the puffy eyes. Because it's the nerve, is the lymphatic channel and the sensitive area of the eyes. So we put the cold compressor no more than 6-5 minutes maximum. Of course, if you don't have time and you prepare yourself for your job, just cold compressor, just gently press, that's it. And please pinch, fingertip,
yeah,
thumbs below the eyebrows is a corner, there is a gap, and pinch and pull, and don't afraid, make circles. Wash your hands well and make circles below the eyebrow, above the eyebrow, above the zygomatic bone. Don't afraid, don't squeeze a lot the skin, just press. Press, and always at the end, as we said before, front of the ear,
to the back,
behind the ear, down. That's it. It's no more than 1 second, believe me.
This is what Anna did with me, with my eyes. She put cold towels, she put them in ice and cold, made them really cold, and then just put it over my eyes, and then she did this massage around me. It was incredible, the difference. Really? I guess that helps for headaches as well, right?
A lot.
So maybe there was a question here about headaches, and so many questions today. It's brilliant. Yes. So chronic headaches, yeah, that could help. Try with that, and then the drainage around the eyes and into this area here, and then up and around. So try that as a daily technique and see if that helps you. There's a question about sinuses. I also suffer from sinuses.
Yes.
What about the sinuses?
The sinuses, again, as we said before, we have the movements. Don't forget, it's 5 steps. Below the chin, behind the ear, on the sides. Above the lips, to the jaw corner, behind the ear, and down. And now we start for the cynosis. On the side of the nose is that bones, little bit lower, Stella, bravo there.
Yeah.
You feel it, it's
Yeah.
the bone.
Yeah.
Somewhere there is the cavity for the liquid,
Yeah.
for the fluid when we have cyanosis.
Yeah.
Again, we press well, not painful, just nice pump. And eyes, zygomatic cheekbone, front of the ear, behind the ear, and bring it down. One movement. Again, from your nose, as we said before for the eyes, we go below the eyebrows, up to the hair, crown, said the crown, bravo. Behind the, always we deliberate behind the ear, sides of the throat, and below the clavicular thoracic duct, and open gently. For cyanosis,
I feel better already.
for cyanosis, just give me 1 second. For cyanosis, it's really helpful because cyanosis is a disorder.
Yeah, sinuses.
Sinuses.
Yeah.
And we have headache. We have a heavy feeling here. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
As you asked before for headaches, the headache maybe comes from joint injury.
Yeah.
From
Jaw.
the cervical.
Cervical. Yeah, like mine.
part of
Yeah.
the spine.
Yeah.
And we have swollen.
Yeah.
Because everything connected here.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
Nice touch. It's okay.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah,
So
you can
nice
see.
touch.
Yeah.
And pull on the sides from the throat, straight here. So from the sides,
Yeah. From the sides.
fingertips on the spine, and just pull nicely front on the sides of the neck. Bravo, Stella. Αυτό. Of course, if you have the session from a specialist, you realize the benefits.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I read something here
About ankles.
you saw
Okay.
it?
If we are not brushing, what do we do about ankles and lower legs?
Brushing is not necessary. It's just another one tool.
She showed you the pump.
We
of
can
foot.
what stimulate the lymphatic system. External facts is muscular activity, sports, stretching. I can show you for your ankle. So, sorry. Straight your leg, comfortable always. Don't leave the knee on the air. It's a technique we need to feel comfortable always. So, okay, I give you an example. I put a pillow and then please watch my ankle, up and down, up and down, 3 times. And if you don't have a brush and you have a sponge at home, Sungari,
Sponge, yeah.
do it with your sponge, up. If you don't have a sponge or if you don't like to have the feeling from the sponge, you use just your important, beautiful hands. Like we said before, όπως φτιάχνεις το καρτσόν, up and up. Ankle, behind, external side of the thigh, the hip, popo, up. All upward, upward.
Yeah.
And then the body and the system knows the direction. Just need a very nice, gently touch.
Yeah. The body is very intelligent. Anna
Yeah.
keeps telling me how intelligent the body is and it knows which way to go. You just need to encourage it to start it off, and then it reverts back to what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, well, I think our hour is up.
Can I say something?
Yeah, of course. Anna wants to.
What I want to say as a woman, first of all, not as a therapist, as a woman. I am a woman 50 years old, and I need a good lymphatic drainage treatment. The lymphatic drainage treatment is a very gentle treatment. It's not aggressive treatment. If a therapist touch you aggressive and say at the end, this is the lymphatic, please stop that treatment. Lymphatic system is so important and we need to respect it. It's like a Chinese porcelain, so sensitive, but so precious. better leave your body found the way to liberate the fluid than someone else against epitaphy
Yeah, attack it.
attacked your body.
Yeah.
This is my advice.
So that's Anna's
from my heart.
closing wisdom. Just treat it with gentle care and attention, and give it lots of love, and do those exercises every day. I'm definitely going to start doing that. It's amazing. Anna, thank you so much. Oh, just amazing lady. Heart made of gold here. So yeah, if you want to come to the Almyra and spend some time with her, she's here for you.
Please come.
And wishing you all a wonderful week.